welcome to my channel. Hope you're well. Today's video is going to be a wrap-up video of all the books that I've read in October. Up first we have A School Frozen in Time. This is a completed set in 4 volumes. It's about 8 school friends who are trapped in school. All the watches and the clocks are set to a specific time. Now this is due to someone who committed suicide. One of their friends committed suicide at that particular time, hence why all the clocks and the watches are frozen to that specific time. When one of them remembers who it was who actually committed suicide, they are set free. This is a great psychological thriller. It will mess with your mind a little bit. Personally, I really like the artwork in here, and the story progressed at a really good pace. Personally, I really enjoyed volume 2, because now volume 2 messed with my mind. I thought after reading this volume I'd kind of known what was going on and maybe who it was that did commit suicide, but in volume 2 the author actually just throws us another curveball. I loved the concept in volume 2, which states, are they actually trapped in school, or are they trapped in someone's subconscious mind? Are they being punished, or are they punishing themselves? I thought this concept was really good. It was mind-boggling. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Story did progress at a really good pace, like I said earlier, but it's a little slow. Nonetheless, it's a good read. I'm glad I read it. And there we have it, A School Frozen in Time. Up next we have Ghostly Things. Now I picked this up due to Halloween, and I thought it would be really great to read it over Halloween. Mind you, this is a complete series in 3 volumes. You're probably thinking, where's the third, right? So unfortunately I didn't time this very well, and I could not finish the 3rd volume in this series. Mind you, I will be picking it up sometime soon, as and when. I'm pretty sure you'll know about it. Anyway, Ghostly Things. So here we follow this girl. She lives alone in this haunted house, which is filled with spirits. The reason she lives in this house all alone is because her father bought this house due to the Book of Dead. Now they believe that if they find the Book of Dead, then they can probably resurrect her mother and his wife. So she has been given this mission to find this Book of Dead. But when she does go wandering in the house, she kind of stumbles across a basement, and when she goes down this basement she finds all these different spirits in the form of dragons and kadamas. I really found these super cute. These are, let me just, there we go. So these are kadamas. Now they are nature spirits, so they are responsible for growing flowers, grass, making sure trees are in good health. I love how the author has actually included little stories about these spirits, just to let us know a little bit about their background and what their representation is in the culture, which I thought was very neat. And it kind of gave a little bit more insight to all these spirits. Personally, I love the artwork. It's very clean, it's very crisp. The story so far, like I said, I've only read 2 volumes. It's okay, it's getting there. I would like to read volume 3 just so I know if they do find the Book of Dead. That would be quite nice to know. But I wasn't overly hooked by the story, but it wasn't overly bad as well. I mean, it was a comfortable read. Yeah, it's a comfortable read. If there's something that you're thinking of picking up and you want something new, something different, and you're into spirits and other realms, then yeah, why not? Oh, they're so cute. I love kodamas. So there we have it, ghostly things. So up next we have Box of Light. Personally, I have no idea how to explain this book. It's very strange. It's something different. I purposely didn't look too much into the synopsis and reviews like I normally do, but I just thought, let me just get it on a whim, so I did. It's about this convenience store, which is neither here nor there. It's kind of based between life and death. And it's such a strange little book. I'm genuinely at a loss for words because I have no idea how to explain this book. It's just so strange. That's the only word that comes to mind. Let's talk about the art first, because that I know about. The artwork is really nice, it's clean, it's crisp, it's clear. I enjoyed the artwork. It's, as you can see, you know, you can make out people's faces, you can make out what's happening. It's very clear in that sense. This convenience store, we get all sorts of characters visiting it, and we get to see some of their backstories, how they ended up at the convenience store. Also we get to know about the employees, how they also came about working at the convenience store. We also get to know about the manager. The manager is a little girl. I don't want to say little girl, but she's a girl. Which I thought was very interesting. But some of the stories are quite nice. There is one particular story which kind of, yeah, I really enjoyed. It's about this lady who has literally been working so hard to keep money aside for a better life, and one of her colleagues tries to loot her. I thought that was interesting. So yeah, she ends up at the convenience store and she gets eaten by darkness, I want to say, and she becomes the darkness, which, yeah, that was an interesting spin on things. And then we have this cat who is the darkness as well. It's just, this is just something else, you know, like I don't even know how to explain it. Volume 2 is out, I think, next year. At some point I will be picking it up purely because I just want to see how it progresses, and I want to see more of the employees. I want to know their story a little bit more. We already know about him, but I don't think we saw anything about this man here. So yeah, it'd be nice to kind of know a little bit more about this. So there we have it, Box of Light Volume 1. Last in manga, I read A Sign of Affection. Now this manga got so much hype and a lot of people have been recommending it to me, so I thought, why not? The volumes are very scarce, very difficult to find, and if you do end up finding them, they're very, very expensive, and I don't really want to spend too much on manga. I normally do look for secondhand. Mostly all my manga that I have got is secondhand, but really, really good condition. Anyway, A Sign of Affection. So we basically follow Yuki, who is deaf. She falls head over heels for this boy here, and she tries to get his attention and tries to confess her love or her feelings for him. I love how there's deaf representation in this manga. I think that's very cool. With the story, I'm not too sure. It's a comfortable read, but I would like to read it a little bit more before I do make a judgment on what I think about it. This is just volume 1, so the story is just kind of picked up. Yeah, so Yuki has a best friend who's absolutely amazing. She kind of encourages, this is her best friend here, kind of encourages her to do things and, you know, get herself out there a bit more. So Yuki, being deaf, she has no self-esteem. She doesn't have much self-esteem. She's very shy. She's kind of reserved. but when she does fall for that guy, she does want to get her feelings across to him, but he's so popular with the girls and the ladies that she kind of doubts why would he pick her out of so many other girls that are probably normal, you know. So yeah, this so far, like I said, comfortable read, but I don't know why I didn't like this guy. I just didn't like the male lead in this. I thought he was very cold. He ends things very abruptly, but yeah, not too sure if I'm going to continue with this series. I would like to know more how it progresses, but I'm not in a rush. So there we have it, A Sign of Affection, Volume 1. So up next in fiction books, I read Kunti. The Mahabharata is a great epic when it comes to Hindu mythology, bloody battles and dirty family politics. Through the Mahabharata, we actually get to see the rise and the fall of a great kingdom called Hastinapur. Now, Kunti is the mother to the 5 Pandavas, so if you have read the Mahabharata or you know drips and drabs, then you may probably know who she is. This book is by Koral Das Gupta. It's from a Sati series. She's actually released the 3rd in the series this year, called Draupadi. If you don't know who Draupadi is, she is her daughter-in-law. So yeah. Anyway, Kunti, this is such a wonderful read. I have read a bit of the Mahabharata. I haven't read all of it, so I do know who she is. I know her kind of role in the Mahabharata. So it was quite nice to see things from her perspective. She was given a boon by a great sage in the form of a mantra. So like when she chants the mantra, she can bear the child of any god she desires. That's how the 5 Pandavas were born. They were born through this mantra, and they are the sons of gods, basically. So anyway, yeah, Kunti, really good read. I enjoyed it. Last but not least, we have The Book Eaters. Now this has got to be my favourite read for October. Definitely a book that will be part of my top books list. I don't think I have one, but maybe I should compile one. But anyway, yeah, The Book Eaters. Such a good story. This actually does jump from genre to genre. I have the Illumicrate edition. I'm so glad, so glad and thankful to Illumicrate, who introduced me to this book. They did pick it for their September box, which I'm really grateful for. Normally I don't really read genres like this, but I'm so glad I read this because it's one hell of a book. This actually does jump in terms of genres. We've got a bit of horror, we've got a bit of thriller, we've got a bit of contemporary, and we've got a bit of fantasy. So here we follow Devon. She is part of a book eater family. Now these book eater families are scarce, but they are scattered all over England. They have their own little community thing going on. Devon is quite a rebel. Her first child, unfortunately, she had to kind of be separated from. And the second child, Kai, he's a dangerous boy. He's not a book eater. He hungers for minds, so he is a mind eater. So he's very dangerous. But Devon, she goes out of her way to save her child. The expected turns and twists that occur during this was absolutely amazing. Like I said, really enjoyed it. So there we have it. Here are all the books that I read in October. A School Frozen in Time, would I recommend it? Yes, yes, 100% yes. But maybe after, you may need to read something a little bit more light-hearted, a little bit more happier, because this is very dark. It's sad. It's a psychological thriller, so yeah, I would recommend you read a little bit something light-hearted after you finish reading this. And ghostly things, would I recommend it? Yeah, why not? It's something different. If you're interested in spirits or another realm, then definitely do check it out. Box of Light, would I recommend it? I don't know. It is a strange book. Like, I'm on the fence with this one. I enjoyed it, but not enough to kind of recommend to people. I'm glad I read it for the sake of reading it though. So if that's something that, if the plot excites you, if the plot interests you, then why not go for it? Yeah, Box of Light, would I recommend it? No, maybe not. A Sign of Affection, would I recommend it? I don't think I can recommend it yet because I've not read it enough to know about it. I think I would like to read a little bit more, given the premise of it. I would like to read a couple more volumes just so I know what's going on and if the story progresses, if it gets better. Not sure on that one. Kunti, would I recommend it? Yes, of course, 100%. I would highly recommend you check out Ahulya because that is one of my favourites by hers. So yeah, I would recommend Kunti. Even if you haven't read the Mahabharata, it's still a great read. The Book Eaters, 100% yes. It's a strongly suggested read from my end. I absolutely loved it. If anyone were to ask me to recommend a horror, fantasy, contemporary thriller book, then I would definitely recommend Book Eaters because it covers a lot of genres and the story is amazing. The story is so nice. I would definitely recommend it. Anyway, that's it for this wrap up. Thank you so much for taking time out to watch. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, if you've read any or if you're planning to read any of these. Until next time, take care and happy reading!